There's a piece of free real estate in your market that shows up before your website, before your ads, and before every other competitor on the page when a homeowner searches for restoration services. Most restoration companies claimed it years ago and never touched it again. And it's quietly costing them jobs every single month. In the next few minutes, I'm gonna show you exactly what a fully optimized Google Business Profile does for a restoration company, why it's the single highest ROI unglamorous task in your entire marketing system, and the specific details that separate a profile that generates calls versus one that just exists. I'm Alex with Redux Marketing, and we build revenue engines for water and fire damage restoration companies across the US. We have taken restoration companies from ranking outside of the top 3 in their market to ranking #1 for their primary service. And the Google Business Profile is always one of the first places that we start. When a homeowner has water coming through their ceiling at midnight, they are not browsing. They are not comparison shopping. They open Google, they type water damage restoration near me, and they call one of the top 3 results that they see. That top 3, the local map pack, is the most valuable digital real estate in your market. It shows up above the organic search results and even shows up above some paid ads. It's the first thing a homeowner in crisis sees before they ever reach your website. And most restoration companies are not in it. Or they are in it inconsistently. Or they are in it with a half-built profile that does not give a panicked homeowner enough confidence to make the call. And here's the harder truth. The companies showing up in that top 3 are not always the best operators in the market. They're the ones that treated their Google Business Profile like the serious marketing asset that it actually is. And right now, in most markets across the country, that bar is not that high. The competition for that top 3 is beatable, but only if you do the work. What most restoration companies do with their GBP is the bare minimum. They claimed it when Google prompted them to. They filled in their name, their phone number, their address. Maybe they even uploaded a couple photos, and then they never touched it again. No posts, no updated service descriptions, no Q&A section answered, photos that are 2, 3, 5 years old, reviews sitting there with no responses, a profile that technically exists but signals nothing to Google and communicates nothing meaningful to a homeowner looking for a reason to make the call. That is not a Google Business Profile. That is a placeholder. Google's algorithm for the local map pack rewards activity, relevance, and trust signals. A profile that has not been updated in 2 years tells Google one thing: this business is not engaged. And Google responds by ranking more active, more complete, and more trusted profiles above it. At the same time, a homeowner who lands on a stale profile sees old photos, an unanswered review or 2, a sparse description, and no recent activity. In a high-stakes emergency moment, that is enough friction to make them scroll right past you. You are not losing those jobs because your work is worse than your competition. You're losing them because your profile is quieter. And quiet loses in this space. Here's how you turn your Google Business Profile into a job pipeline. Step 1, complete the profile the right way. This means every section fully filled in. Your primary and secondary service categories selected correctly. Water damage restoration and fire damage restoration need to be prominent, not buried. Your service area defined. A business description that uses real language that your customers are looking for, written for a human, not a keyword list. Photos that are recent and professional, showing your crews, your equipment, and your completed work. This is the foundation, and without it, nothing else matters. Step number 2, build review velocity and respond to every single one. In the map pack, reviews are one of the strongest ranking signals that Google uses. And it's not just the number of reviews, the recency matters. 10 reviews from this month carry more weight than 50 reviews from 3 years ago. You need a system that consistently requests reviews from every customer after every job. Automated, hands-off, and running in the background so that it happens whether you're busy or not. And every review, 5-star or otherwise, gets a response. Google sees that engagement and homeowners see that care, and both matter. And step number 3, post and stay active. Google gives you a posting feature inside your GBP, and most businesses never use it. Short posts about completed jobs, seasonal tips, before and after content, community involvement. This activity signals to Google that your profile and your business is alive and relevant. It also gives the homeowners who land on your profile additional reasons to trust you before they make the call. Even one post per week is enough to separate you from the 90% of restoration companies in your market who post nothing at all. It works because the map pack operates on a compounding model. Every review you collect, every post you publish, every photo you add, every response that you write, it all accumulates. And that profile that you build over 6 months is significantly more powerful than the one you had 6 months before. And unlike paid ads, that work does not disappear the moment you stop paying. It holds. A restoration company who ranks number 1 in their local map pack for water damage restoration is sitting on one of the most valuable lead sources in their business. Homeowners in crisis, searching with intent, calling the first result that they trust. That is a different lead than anything you can buy. We work with restoration companies that come to us ranking outside the top 3. Sometimes they're not even ranking at all for their primary service. After fully building out their GBP, installing a review system, and maintaining consistent activity, they move right into the top 3. And some even move into the number 1 spot quickly. And the calls that come from that position are different. The homeowner is not comparison shopping. They clicked on the first credible result that they found. That job is closer to closed before the phone even rings. That is what a dialed-in Google Business Profile does for a restoration company. It's not glamorous work, but it's some of the highest leverage work in the entire marketing system. Drop ready down below and we'll send over our free before you run ads checklist.